Hi, I'm following along with Paul McWhorter's AI on the Edge lessons, and this is my video for lesson number 20, which is all about resizing, converting and tiling windows in OpenCV. Now, I'm not using a camera for this because it's so much easier to see what's going on if you just use an image, and then it's pretty simple to just incorporate what you've done in your loop when you're displaying the camera frames. So this is my basic program I started off with. So I'm using CV2 and I have a problem with my keyboard when I'm using VNC that it just keeps sticking. So hopefully that won't do that again. Right, so here we go. My original image, I'm just reading in a picture of Lena. Then I'm creating a half-size image because it's 0.5.5. I'm creating a grayscale image from the half-size one, and I'm creating a quarter-size one. Now I'm using quarter size for reasons that I will explain later. So hopefully that would work. I'll just run that, and here we go. There we go. We've got the quarter size grayscale, the half size grayscale, the half size color, and the original. And what Paul wanted us to do was to have the full size one and then put the half size color there, and then put the half size grey there, and then put 5 grey ones down there. Now I'm actually going to be using 6 because if you think about it, if that is a quarter, if you put 6 down, that makes 1.5, which is the same length as 1.5. So it all fits neatly together. I mean, if you absolutely have to have 5, you'd have to do a bit of jiggery pokery with the numbers because they wouldn't fit together properly. So that is what we're aiming to do. So the first thing I want to do is to join the half size color one with the half size grayscale one. So I've got this line here, and I'm calling my new image Horiz for horizontal, and I'm using numpy hstack. And what that does is it's just treating those two images as numpy arrays. So it's joining them together and then creating a new image. And we'll try running that. And it doesn't like it. And the reason why it doesn't like it is because if you're joining two numpy arrays, they don't have to be exactly the same dimensions, but at the line where you're joining them has to be the same. So, for example, if you think of that as a window, a frame, and you want to join something onto it, you could join something on, and it doesn't have to be the same size. It could be like that, or it could be like massive over there, but that has to be the same. Their dimensions have to be the same. So in order to find out what's going wrong, I will just go print f string. I'm kind of making this up as I go along. That, then it wants to be image half dot shape equals, is that right? Stop it! It only does it with keys up at that end of the keyboard. Then I'll copy that bit. Don't know if I quite got it right. Do that half shape, and it wants to be grayscale. Then you want one of them and one of them. Now hopefully that ought to work. Oh, it was still, stop it. If I press escape, it will stop it doing it. Right, I should have commented that out so we wouldn't get the error again. Right, your image of the half size is 96, 102, 3, those dimensions. But the grayscale is 96, 102, and then it's like the equivalent of comma 1. And the reason why that is the colour one needs to have an element for red, green and blue, while the other one just is black and white. So that's why you need it. That's why it's only 1 and that one's 3 in the dimension. And the way to get round that is here. I'm converting it again, and I'm converting image half GS using image half GS. So I'm using itself as a base, if you know what I mean, and then I'm converting it back. So instead of BGR to grey, it will be grey to BGR. And that doesn't change the colour of it, because of course it's grey, just because it's being stored as RGB, no, BGR even. It means that it will have the right dimensions and keep the grey colour. So if we stop it, now if you're getting annoyed with this, just imagine how annoyed I am getting. Right, do not do it again. We'll try running that, and there we go. We've got that, that and that, and I didn't display it because I was stupid. Stop it! I don't know whether I need to reinstall VNC, buy myself a new keyboard or what. There, that ought to be okay. So down here I'm going to go copy, paste, paste, and that wants to be Horiz, and that wants to be Horiz, and we don't really need that print. There, that is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So the next thing is to stop my keyboard doing that. Right, if I hit that key, maybe it will stop it sticking. So now I want to stick that bit on the bottom of there. So we want to do the same thing. I'll call this, may as well call it vert, and it wants to be np dot, that isn't a dot, np dot vstack this time, and it wants to be, I'm getting annoyed, it wants to be image and Horiz. And then I want to show, whoops, vert and vert. And because it's getting a bit confusing, I'll just take out that one, that one, that one, or I'll leave the little ones in, shall I? Yeah, I'll leave the little ones in. I think that ought to work. No, 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 it didn't work. Right, stop that. Right, vert equals I need another bracket. Bracket there. Bracket, for goodness sake. Bracket there. And bracket there. There, hopefully that ought to work, and hopefully my keyboard won't get stuck. Try that. Right, there we go. We've got that, and we've got that. So now all we need to do is create a vertical strip of the little ones. So we'll try that now. Right, so we want to call it vert2 equals np dot v stack bracket, then it wants to be image quarter, comma, space, bracket, and then all we need to do now is just copy that 6 times. So copy, that's 1 2 3 4 5 6, is that right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, and get rid of that. Does that look right? Oh, and it would help to actually show it. Vert2, okie dokie. Fingers crossed. Right, there's the vert2, there's the other thing, there's the horizontal, and there's the quarter. We're getting there. So now I want to put that on there. But I don't want those jolly old controls at the top. So what I need to do is right. So I want to go CV2 dot named window. That's spell named right now, named window, and then I'm going to call that, stop it, call that tiled images, probably tiled images, comma. Then I just want CV2 dot window GUI normal. There, that ought to work, I believe. Then do I need to do anything else to it? Yes, I do, because it will be too big. It will be too big, so I have to go. I'll just copy that line. I will just copy that line. Copy. So CV2, we want to resize window, so I just put resize window, and it's the tiled images again, and then it wants to be I need to do it of the right shape, which I haven't got yet. I haven't created it yet, so that wants to be the shape of something. So that is rubbish at the moment, so we'll do right. So where have we got to? Oh, we've got the horizontal, and then we've got a vertical and vertical. So we now want to do an horizontal stack on those two. It's all getting very confusing. But before we do that, if you look at that, that would be great if you wanted to put 6 images and they were all different. But if you don't want to do that, if they all want to be the same, it looks a bit ungainly, does it not? So you can do something like this. I need to remember how to do this. Right, so here, I will just get rid of most of that to make it a lot easier to look at. Right, so a V stack, and you need 3 of those, and then you've got image whatever, and then you put in another bracket there. Stop it! So when I put in a bracket, it sticks on the 0. Right, I've got 3. How many is it? No, I don't. I need another bracket. Right, right, we've got 3 brackets. Then it's image quarter, then close the bracket, then it's that, then you put in here a times 6. Now hopefully that ought to work, and the reason why you seem to have too many brackets there is because you need to make it know that it's a tuple. So before we go any further, I will run that and see if it does the same thing, but it doesn't because my keyboard is going wrong, and I'm not going to give up yet. Escape. I'll put it down there. I'll put that there, so if it does anything, it shouldn't make it go wrong. Stop it. Right, if I hit that, maybe it won't do it. Right, we'll run it quick before it goes wrong. Right, here we go. They're all over the place. Don't know what he's doing up there. Oh, tiled images. I haven't put anything in there. So at the moment we've still got, oh yes, the one I fiddled with is that, and that's doing it with that times 6 thing. So that is all working. We're nearly there. I'll get rid of that. Now what we need to do here is create another window image which is tiled, and tiled has to be combining vert 2 and vert, but not in that order. So tiled equals np dot, is it V stack or H stack? H stack. H stack bracket bracket vert comma vert 2 bracket. Do I need another bracket? I think so. Yes. Right. Now that's the image, and then we have to put it in a named window, because that's the only way that you can get rid of your horrible controls at the top. So we've got the named window, and then we go into here, and CV2 resized, helps if you don't put it called resize window, tiled images, and then that wants to be the tiled dot shape, and they're the wrong way round, so it wants to be like that, and then whoops, tiled shape, copy that, copy, paste, and that wants to be naught. Are we nearly there? We are. So we've got tiled, the named window, that's in that, and then we need to go, oh, I'm getting rid of all of those, don't want anything here, right, right, right. It wants to be another line like that, copy, and this time we are showing tiled images, copy, paste, and I think that wants to be tiled, T-I-L-E-D. Now, have I forgotten anything? Probably everything is going to go horrendously wrong here. We'll just try it. Ah, don't know why it's up there, but there, that is exactly what we want. We've got this nice window without the horrible controls at the top. We've got the full size original, full half size color, half size grey, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only thing wrong with it is I wish that it wasn't up there. I wonder if it's random. We'll try running it again, because if it's up there you can't really move it. Try running it again. Ah, that's good. So as before, everything's like that, but the really good thing about doing it like this is, look, you can move it around. I won't move it up there because I won't be able to move it back. So this is my solution to lesson number 10, and as you can see, the actual program isn't very long at all. So get rid of all that. Right, that is the sum total of the program. So I hope that helps.